Alafu mtu anatoka kule India anakuja hapa kufanya biashara Kenya.
But do not begin to condemn innocent companies who are basically doing a normal commercial transaction.
Parliament now to focus on the corruption scandals around our country. The Adani scandal.
Adani has been given contractual arrangements for them to supply power in Kenya using Ketraco.
This is why Raila Odinga is in support with all the Adani Group's projects in Kenya. Yesterday he spoke and he said that he's okay with Adani Group taking over the health, taking over the electricity, taking over the JKIA, the airport. He said that they are here to benefit us and not to harm us. In addition, he said that he had known them since Jesus. If I know well, when Raila Odinga was the Prime Minister, that is 2008 to 2013, Adani Group had not started airports in India yet. They had interest in JKA in that time. That's what Raila Odinga said. So he's supporting them basically because they helped him to campaign in 2022 presidential campaign. Aliwapatia pesa and he was very happy with it, although he did not win, right? So all the interest is because of what Adani can give him. It's not about anything to do with you or anything to do with me or anything to do with this country. Just everything. It got everything to do with him, everything to do with Ruto, everything to do with Adani and all the money that's come with it and all the benefits that come with it.
On the energy and power space, it is... as you know, Kenya is a largely renewable energy country, and we have set ourselves a target for 2030 to have 100% renewable energy in our grid. Your participation in that space is a very welcome development. We've just concluded the first PPP project on energy transmission, and we believe that that is the direction we will be considering. So the transmission power lines that you're interested in, we now have a framework where we can work together under a private-public partnership arrangement to deliver power to different parts of Kenya. Apart from your efforts in generation around wind, there are opportunities around solar as well. But I think your target on wind energy is a very appropriate target.
The Kenya Electricity Transmission Company, KETRACO, has entered a strategic partnership with Adani Energy Solutions to bolster electricity infrastructure in Kenya. 3 transmission lines and 2 substations are to be developed by Adani Energy, which will also be responsible for the operation and maintenance of the transmission lines throughout the 3-decade agreement period. The partnership, worthy of 96 billion Kenya shillings, will strengthen the country's power transmission infrastructure and distribution network. Many Kenyans have got a different reaction towards this Adani takeover of Kenya Transmission Company, in that watu wengi weza kujiuliza tu maswali mengi, kwa nini serikali ikaingia into such a partnership with Adani. This is 30 years. 30 years means those are like 3 decades for Adani to make sure that they have changed how power is distributed in Kenya. But tumeona the ODM leader Raila Odinga ameweza come out na akasema that Adani is a reputable company and that they will transform our Kenya when it comes to matters power, of which Kenyans have disagreed with Raila's opinion, in that wanaona that Raila Odinga is just supporting a Kenya Kwanza government initiative so that he can push them a deal. They actualize this deal, of which it's already a signed deal, and anytime from now Adani Group will be taking over KETRACO and the supply and transmission of power within our country. But we saw a Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua referring to Adani as a scandal whereby he directed the Kenyan Parliament to investigate Adani. This is a Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua talking about Adani.
And I want to say, after this impeachment, I want the members of parliament now to focus on the corruption scandals around our country. The Adani scandal, the issues in...
Now, that is the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua take on the Adani involvement in our country. In that, amesema it's another scandal because Kenya, we have seen many scandals when it comes to public money. And this is a very big deal. Signing such an agreement is not just a joke, and many Kenyans are worried what will happen next when Adani Group will take over Kenrango for like 30 years, which is a very long period of time. But we have Honorable Raila Odinga who has come out to support Adani Group taking over Kenrango to supply and manage electricity transmission within our country. Here is tech.
Adani Energy Solution Limited has a cumulative transmission network of 21,783 circuit kilometers of power transmission lines and 61,687 megavolts ampere transmission capacity. The company owns more than energy infrastructure than Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania combined. And I'm only saying that there need to be transparency in dealing with these issues. Otherwise, you're likely to try to condemn very reputable companies. As we see stories like Adani Gate. Adani company conglomerate is worth over $200 billion. It cannot be an Adani Gate. Deal with the issues as they are. If some people have made mistakes, let them own up that they made some mistakes. But do not begin to condemn innocent companies who are basically doing normal commercial transactions.
Now, that is Raila Odinga who is in support of Adani taking over Kenrango. Na umesikia hapo akisema that we should not condemn any business which is doing a normal transaction. In that Adani is just like any other foreign company, all companies that are operating within our country, Kenya. But Kenyans have had different opinion when it comes to Raila's support of Adani taking over Kenrango.
CS is that Adani has been given contractual arrangements for them to supply power in Kenya using Ketraco, and they're intending also to take over KenGen, and they will be the one running the SHIF insurance system for our healthcare.
Now, that is Senator Onyoka, and there they were questioning the former Cabinet Secretary of Energy, Chichil, about the same issue. But now we can see that the deal is done. But you as a Kenyan, do you support the takeover of Kenrango by Adani Energy Group? What's your opinion on this deal? Anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that we can keep on growing together as a community. See you in the next video. Bye bye. I am out.